Isaac Barnes started a company, and his company has been awarded, was it $13.4 billion
I think this
for
might be
his.
Stephanie's story. Is this
Was
your
this you,
story,
Stephanie?
Stephanie?
Yeah, I had put this
Oh,
in
I'm
the
sorry.
group chat last week, just cause it's a a unusual thing, but something that I think just needed to be called out. Isaac Barnes is the founder and president of a company called Eminent Future. It looks like they kind of do a software as a service sort of thing, some data analytics. They help federal government digitize records and update their websites with sort of plug and play tools that they've created. And yeah, just like, he's getting paid. He has this big contract through the Air Force and the newly formed Spaceforce. And he has, in the past, done some presidential records transition for President Obama and President Trump. And he's just out here doing his thing, man. I love that I think he calls himself future president or something like that, because he said he's going to be running for president within 20 years. I was like, do it, bro.
Yeah, because he's a young dude. He's only 39.
Only 39.
And he started
years
this
old.
company back in 2009. So yeah, $13 billion. That's a lot of money for a government contract.
And I think, people don't look at that. I think, especially trying to get into this whole entrepreneur Silicon Valley tech space, everybody wants that big exit. Everybody wants that big bag from one of the VCs in the Valley. And, we have this sort of archetype of a successful tech company. And it doesn't necessarily include just, plugging away at that good government money until you get a $13 billion contract. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good example of how else you can be successful in the tech space without necessarily needing to chase after VC money all the time and
be a programmer, or just be a developer, or just be like you mentioned, there's other ways in tech. We really don't really talk about the project managers. We really don't talk about the sales engineers. We really don't talk about all these people. We hear you're in tech. What platform, what language you code with. There's the other ways to get it done.
That's right. That's right. And he did his thing. He dropped out of college, went to the Marines.
I was looking at his bio. It's like, man, he almost could be a spotlight.
Yeah,
which we do have this week. He could almost be a spotlight. Read the stories like this. Bro was in college, dropped out, went to the military, moved up, and in the military is doing all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, him and his boy basically started a company together.
And that's the thing, is building that better mousetrap. Is it's, being in a government entity, being involved with a government entity like the military. You see, I was working for a government defense contractor, and, the amount of paper and old ass code that I was still dealing with, from code from 30 years ago and stuff like that. And the Herculean task we had of trying to update, like we were still looking at code in Fortran and COBOL and stuff like that. In back when C and C++ was a thing. So it's just like, if somebody can come in and make it super easy for the government to update all of that stuff all quick, they're gonna throw a bag of money at them. Yeah. And you just build that better mousetrap and see, find the need and fill it.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking he is his company, because it's not just him. It's like, he is a decently, he is not a mom and pop at this point. It is a decently sized company, but these are military contracts, which means he's on a GSA schedule, which means that money comes every month on time, as long as Congress has approved it. Now, when Congress, there's some special laws that go into effect when Congress doesn't approve budgets. He still has to provide the services, even though he's not getting paid. But all that stuff is written into the contract, and you are absolutely made whole after the fact, as long as that contract is good. So like I said, that is good money that comes on time, unless we don't approve a budget or something like that, and that gets you hemmed up. But yeah, it's a huge opportunity, for this company. And like I said, he's relatively young. He's a 39-year-old young man. His partner, I want to say, roughly the same age, I believe, is a Hispanic guy. I can't remember what his what his co-founder's name is. But yeah, this is a big deal, because you don't hear about folks that look like us getting this size contract. on a regular.
Right.
That
His
is just
partner is Jose Reese.
right.
Is his partner.
So
And he
this,
has like crypto tokens and has done a whole bunch of stuff in the crypto blockchain space as well. So
yeah, the article that we linked to just told you what happened, but it really didn't tell you about the company. So I was trying to go find, see if I can find something on TechCrunch or find something in Business Insider or something on the company. And I was able to find, just a couple of, white papers and stuff like that about what this company actually does. And basically they're developing, they do development work, whether it be outsourced or insourced, and they're adding consulting services. So it looks like, particularly now that they got a $13+ billion deal, they're just going to become one of those companies. What do you need? We will service it, type organization. Which a lot of government contractors are, because this stuff has to run. It's got to work. So if you don't have the people internally,
it's not the sexy stuff, but he's getting a huge bag.
Right,
so just a note to people who again is out here trying to get meetings at Andreessen, like go get a meeting with the government, because that's where you go get your bag from.